Hey, welcome to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Now, know that roles can be reversed, so you have to, again, interpret the message as it best resonates for you. Also, know because energy is fluid, I could be talking about something that did happen, is happening, or is about to happen. You again have to interpret the message as it best resonates for you. Take what you need, leave the rest. Now, anything that you need to know about the channel, if you're new to the channel, you can find in the description box down below, such as how to find me on any of my social media platforms, what my daily giveaway is when I do a video, actually, which most of the time it's daily, and it will be daily. It's just life is a little crazy. But when you want to find out what the daily giveaway is, you'll find it in the description box. So today's daily giveaway is if you say Master Healer in your comment bar, then I will comment beneath it and I will say winner. If you've won, if you've been chosen, then all you need to do is reach out to me at pureenergyhealer70@gmail.com. Again, that's pureenergyhealer70@gmail.com. And I will get back to you with some dates and times so that we can again set up a live stream that works best for both of us. So if you're also new to the channel, I'd like to mention that I always start my readings off looking at the spiritual energy first. That will tell us about the karmic theme. It'll tell me about the shadows. It will tell me about how those shadows are channeled out within your person's behaviorisms, how it's again triggering you, and what you need to do to heal that aspect to balance out your relationship. I also will look at the storyline and tell you what most likely is going to happen. Now, a lot of times, if you integrate the spiritual aspect of your situation, you can actually shape shift your situation, meaning change your situation. We all have the power to change our situation. Every situation has a lot of potential outcomes depending on what you do. So karma is all about learn. And when we're looking at soulmate twin flame relationships, which we are going to today. Now, I think I did mention that this is going to be a general message for Virgo, but no, if you landed on this message and you wind up listening to it, even if you just listen to the beginning part, then you were meant to hear this message because spiritual energy works like a magnet, right? You're a magnet of who and what comes into your life. And when we're talking about soulmate twin flame relationships or any karmic relationship, which is a soul relationship, because karma means learn, and that people come into our life to change us, to heal us, right? And sometimes healing is painful at first. And why I say that is because a lot of times our karmic blocks, our spiritual wounds are subconscious. We're not aware of what we know what we've lived through, but we are not sure of how they play out within our daily life, or we can see how situations may play out within our situation, but we don't know how we have contributed to that undesirable life experience. And the reason why is because we're not aware of our behaviorism. So part of this reading, in order for me to feel that I've done an ethical job, it's to tell you what the spiritual issue is, and then look into the storyline and into all the other things, because I consider myself a healer. And without giving you the awareness of a potential different outcome, depending on what you do, then I'm not really doing my job. Okay. Now, if you resonate with this, again, definitely give me a like and subscribe to the channel because you want to be notified, because then you have an opportunity to be part of my live stream. Okay, first card out is diplomacy. And I feel like someone's thinking a lot about their future. Someone has invested a lot of time in themselves. They've done a lot of healing. So this could be you, Virgo, or it could be your person, or again, anyone that resonates that listens to this. Okay, so diplomacy. So it's also a sense of wanting to, there's an energy of wanting to do things the right way, of understanding that you are the alchemist of your own life. So, and that really you're looking into your future. So, and there's an energy, because I don't read my energy. I don't read my energy. I don't read my cards backwards, because again, they're just psychological or spiritual. If I'm pulling it, it's pretty much telling me, especially with a word like this, stuck. So someone's thinking about their future, and I'm feeling like it's you, Virgo, that you are thinking about your future and you feel good about your future, but the person that you're connected to is stuck when they think about their future. And I feel like because you're connected to someone that lives more from an ego perspective, and why I have to mention that is, and what that means is, you're on two totally different vibrations. That you've done a lot of healing work on yourself, Virgo, your person hasn't. So when you've done work on yourself, you're able to see things from different perceptions, and your third eye is a little bit more open. And it shows me that you're, again, living your path, that you're losing yourself in your path, that you're taking care of yourself. Possibly you walked away from this person, or you're in a place of really, I'm not sure what I want with the person that I always thought that I was going to want something with. And so now there's this energy of stuck. And I also feel like your person's worried about the future. You now, when you consider your person, you feel stuck. So it's a double whammy here. And it's like honor. So there's a sense of also you, Virgo, not knowing how, you can't envision your future almost with your person, because your person is stuck, where they're stuck in their ego. I feel like you're in separation and they're not moving forward. You don't know what they're doing. And they're almost like slowing you up. They're almost their energy, and you've gotten to a place of being like, I don't really want somebody holding my energy up. It's like, if someone's not giving me, then I need to be free. This is the type of energy that I'm feeling, and that sense of where you're being called to honor yourself. So I believe that you are, the old you would have abandoned your dream, your goal, what you were doing to aid someone else that was stuck, especially a person that you had feelings for. But you've come to a place within your life that you're like, no, I'm actually thinking about my future. I'm thinking about what is going to work best for me. So it shows me again that you've done healing and persevere. So, and there's also a sense of knowing that it's hard when you do have emotional feelings for someone that's not coming towards you and not giving you anything, not showing you anything, for you to maintain having strong feelings for this person. On some level, it's taking some of your energy, and if it continues, it will then make you stuck, which is inevitably what this person unconsciously is trying to do. Because when you have a soulmate twin flame relationship and two people are in two totally different vibrations, it means that the person that you're connected to, Virgo, needs to do work, and that work is not with you right there aiding that person. And what it shows is you're not aiding anybody or anything. So that's the spiritual energy. So I feel also that your person they always got themselves into codependent relationships. So what's normal? What's healing for them? What's healing for your person is to go into another relationship. That one didn't work. Now I'm trying to find somebody else. But trying to do things the same exact way that they did them before, what your person sees is that they can't really do that with you. So that would also trigger this person to have insecurity, which is what I'm feeling. Now let's look at some of the hidden truths. What is your person, Virgo? What is your person? What is the person that you're connected to? What are the hidden truths? What do they feel right now about you? What do they feel about you right this moment? I look for you everywhere. So again, like I said, you guys are in separation. But when you have a soulmate twin flame that's on a two totally different vibration where the person's stuck, and they're stuck because I'm feeling they're used of being in codependent relationships where maybe they leave one relationship and run into another relationship. Maybe they try to lose themselves in outside things, and those things are turn into the codependency. So whether that's, I feel like some of you guys are connected to someone that drinks. You have to watch out because I feel like you've come from alcoholic homes. So that would be reliving a karmic theme, and that would definitely keep your energy stuck. But I'm feeling your person is stuck, and they're being triggered because they have to change. And so, but it doesn't mean that they don't love. Remember, twin flame soulmate means there's unconditional love there, because unconditional love, there's no ownership and there's no expectation. It just is. So that your person has that, but being that they're on a lower vibration, they want you to bend. And that's why they're stuck. They're still trying to do things the same old way, which is common. When you're connected to someone, they're going to want you to do what's most comfortable for them. And if they've gone through trauma in a past relationship, they're going to try to, again, control the relationship. And you don't control the relationship. We control ourselves by how much time, energy. And if you're codependent, you're on a way, you're just giving way too much to one person all the time. It's gonna die out. It's the amount of passion that you have for that person. If that's all you're doing and that's all you're seeing, and it's codependent and you're only used to that, you wouldn't really want to get into another relationship either. I don't react when people mention you. Again, this person doesn't show their feelings. So it doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. Look, I don't react. So someone that doesn't react at all, they're, again, overcompensating. That's a second chakra imbalance, which again comes from codependency, right? If I'm not in my passion, if I don't have an identity, then I can't go with the flow within the relationship. I'm going to try and control the relationship. I'm going to try to get my happiness from outside things. So your person is, I'm not going to react to anything. I'm going to be a statue. I'm not going to show my emotions, but I'm going to look for you everywhere. So there's this paradox energy of, again, the person can't help it because unconditional love is God. We can't control unconditional love. We can't control it. We think that we can. A lot of people think that we can live without love, but it's not possible. It's not possible. And understand, when you have a soulmate twin flame relationship, that's a relationship that's almost impossible to walk away from. So let's look at some of the triggers. Let's look at the triggers that happened with you, okay, Virgo. How did this person trigger you? Because it triggered the shit out of me, that like, I would feel that this person emotionally wouldn't be able to give to me because how they're acting. But let's see how it's triggering you. See how it's triggering you, Virgo. Blamed. I got tired of taking all the blame when it wasn't my doing. Take responsibility for your own actions. Yeah, so the person was gaslighting you. Gaslighting you. you know, which is common. If I love you, but I don't want to give you, because all my relationships are codependent, and the thought of going in and having my favorite meal every day, all day long, and nothing else, because I have no balance, I am going to be stuck. I'm going to be stuck. I love you, but I'm stuck because I don't want that. So I want you here. I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to go, but I'm really not going to give you anything either. So it's again, and then when you say something, I'm going to blame you, which is no, 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 no. You're gaslighting me. Because almost like a little kid, that's how we know. Two totally different vibrations. Person doesn't know how to handle the situation. And it's happened mainly, again, a lot of times we grow up in codependency. So it's what we're taught. Don't know any better. Trauma. I have unresolved trauma and I took it out on you. So it's again, that's them, the trauma, which we know. So that's how it replays out as that karmic theme of I give and I don't really get appreciated. I give so much love and this, and I don't get anything back. But here, you didn't stay in that situation. I feel like again, you've come to a place where you're like, I'm thinking about my future. I'm thinking about me. I'm thinking about me. And though it's hard, and though it's really hard, I'm going to honor myself. I'm going to honor what I need, and I'm going to persevere, because otherwise it's going to keep me stuck. So you walked away, and here this person is like, I am looking for you everywhere. Like, I'm traumatized almost. So let's see. Let's just pull a few more just for fun to see what else the storyline has to tell us. Anything of any any importance. All right. So I have these cards, and I think these were the silent heart. Okay. Let's see. I'm ashamed of how I treated you. Right, because this person knows, but that's what soulmate twin flame relationships, when a person's on to totally vibration, is going to do. When you walked away, that made that person have to take responsibility, because they never wanted you to walk away. They wanted you to stay and just take whatever, even though that they knew that it was wrong. They just didn't think that you were going to be aware that it was wrong, because they're used to dealing with very codependent people more on their vibration. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that they're bad people again, but people that aren't as evolved, and people that aren't as evolved are not going to want that much for themselves, because they're not aware that they can have it. Not because that's the theme that they've lived. It's not because it's really what they deserve. What else? What else? I feel like I'm not good enough for you. Right, because I'm ashamed of how I treated you. You're making me look at myself. It's bringing up all this past trauma, unresolved trauma, which is what soulmate twin flame relationships are all about. They're all about pulling the wounds out so that we look. Now, unconditional love is unconditional love. Like, transcends all time and space. It is the universal panacea, which is the magic pill. There is no magic pill, but there is, and that's unconditional love. It transcends all time and space. It's very healing. It's God. It's the universe. So understand, twin flame soulmates, you can be on two totally different wavelengths, but if you can handle this where you're in your path, that your person, if they're looking at their situation, they could say, okay, I'm going to rise up. Looks like and if I rise up, it means that my action is going to be, I'm gonna surrender my ego and I'm gonna come to you. But otherwise, I'm gonna stay stuck in my muck of, trauma here that's unresolved. And I'm not going to know. Usually with unconditional love, a person can't stay in that. Is, again, unconditional love is very gentle, but it's also, it doesn't stop. Like if you're being called to do something, it's going to keep showing up in your life. If you're going to change one way or the other, is what I'm saying. Like, we can try and stay the same, but the structure of where we're staying will eventually collapse as well if it's not on a strong foundation. But I feel like people that have root chakra imbalances, so when their home is imbalanced and they came from that upbringing, and then they wind up in these codependent relationships, they try to create the stability, but the structure is never strong. The structure is yourself. And so we're seeing the person has trauma. All right. So where are you in this? Or what is the spiritual? I want to see actually what is their soulmate twin flame? What is their secret? Like, feeling, oh wow. Two came out, card down, and I'm going to take them all. Because I don't believe in mistakes. That's what happened. It's like, what does your person want to know? But pick them up from the floor. I'm keeping secrets from you that I'm too ashamed to admit. I'm afraid to talk about these things. So again, when a person is codependent, it means that there's a part of their identity that's missing. And when I mean that is, a lot of times in childhood, if we came from those codependent like families, like where our mother and father were real codependent, and one person tended to have all the power and the other person didn't, and one person always seemed unhappy. It wasn't really a balanced relationship. And so we've created that on some level. So it might mean that your person is attached to people or like things that are not really like they're codependent. So they're relying on outside things to feel strong within themselves. So they give the appearance that they're strong, but they're not really strong. So the secrets could be, again, the trauma, what they had in childhood. For some and all, actually, because it actually says that. I think the secrets also is that they they pretend to do a lot better than they actually do. You know how some people post up on social media that it's, again, and they only show that their life is so happy, which usually, I think that that's what you should do, but that's not a person's whole life. That's a perception. And I think your person only would show you that part of themselves because they try to be perfect. They feel they need to be strong. They don't feel like they would be loved. So there's a sense of, again, in childhood, if we felt abandoned on some level, we're going to try to be perfect. And so the trauma of, again, not really letting a person get close, being stuck because they need to have things always their way. This is not about control, but this is where it stems from, the second chakra. If we're going with the flow of life and we're loving our life because we're feeding our hobbies, our interests, our passions, our friends, that looks like our friends, our hobbies, things that we just lose ourselves in, our job. It's something that, again, we're passionate about. And there's many elements in life that we're passionate about, then we're not going to be codependent, where I believe your person has not developed because they, again, the trauma prevents them, keeps them stuck. This is where fragmented soul comes from. It's like pieces of the spirit that have not really been developed. So they say it's like lost, but there's no parts of the soul that can be possibly lost. There's shadow, where it's again, there has to be something there. So what's there is codependence, it's addiction, it's other people possibly, because it's not built on emotion, it's built on addiction. Not real connection, I should say, because it's emotion, but it's mainly from, the chemicals that are released within your limbic system that are going to, keep a person, that's the addicted mind. And the addictive mind releases large amounts of serotonin and other chemicals and hormones, I should say, that the person becomes addicted to when living out of balance for long periods of time. So this is why the person's really out of balance, and and now they're going through all this. There's trauma there. So you wouldn't really be a welcome thing too, because this person was going about their life kind of making it look great from the outside, but you're the catalyst, almost part of their catalyst for their great tower moment where everything is falling apart, because it's like, well, I'm challenged. I was fine without love in my life, but you weren't. And this is, you bring out the best in me. I'm a better partner because of you. I want to cherish you forever. So there's a sense of that, because you're not with this person yet, that you do bring out the best in them because you believe in them. There's unconditional love there. You give them hope. You give them inspiration. You're their you're a muse for them. And they would want to be a better person because they want to be with you, and they actually see results. So I think that your person, again, wants to do that, wants to cherish you forever, and that they're having this awakening at this time because of, again, after a while, after we have the tower is a harsh card because it's like everything falls apart. But understand, what's falling apart is everything that shouldn't really be there, things that your person made themselves to be. I mean, again, created their environment through outside things, and they're not really on a strong foundation. So everything that actually was not of them, that shouldn't have been there, is falling away. And so, because we're all born into this world of love, so we're born also into families that do love us, but understand, everybody has behaviorisms. Everybody has inherits collective karma, family karma, and that is because we lived through experiences collectively that made us form behaviorisms and habits and beliefs that were out of alignment with our true self. And so the shadow part of ourself is created as part of a survival mechanism, but we outgrow that. And so we think that we can stay the same. Your person has a root chakra imbalance where they have a hard time with change. So they weren't really moving. They were playing a lot of games to keep you still, knowing that you weren't going to stay still, which is what is so appealing to them about you, because they, again, feel that they can't have that. And that's what codependency is. Feel that they can't have. So they are desiring this element within you, when meanwhile, they also have the power, but they're blocked right now. So you're actually doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, whether you want to be with this person or not. It's like, and the reason why I say that is because chances are, by the time this person actually catches up to you, Virgo, I want them. I'm just going to pull 3 cards to see where you are within this relationship. I'm not going to do a whole big read on it, because what we really did focus on is that, look what came out, the Wheel of Fortune. And this is saying almost like time is running out for this person. You know, I feel like at one time you felt like this person was your destiny. You felt like you were supposed to be with this person. Because again, there is a soulmate, twin flame, real strong soul tie. And there is a lot of passion there, but your person, again, mentally is not on the same vibration. So they don't know how to act, and it's very tiresome for you. So that's why I feel like there's a part of you that's like, I don't really see this going forward. Yeah, Three of Swords, painful truth, which is what I was saying. It's like there's a part of you that's not, so which feeling like by the time that this person actually gets their crap together is going to be too late. Yeah, like it's because like I feel like they were stuck in like a choice. They were stuck within trying to make a decision, and a decision could not even be with another person. A choice could be my freedom. I didn't want to be in a strong, committed relationship. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to run around. I wanted my freedom because of all the things that I mentioned within this reading. But by the time that they figured it out, it was really too late. And really for you, it was the awakening. It was just like almost like we're coming to a new year. And by that time you're giving it, and it's like either you get on board and you fix it, or and you come forward and you give something, or I'm leaving you behind. And that is what your person could feel, which is why they finally came forward. But they came forward too late, almost like I'm gonna, like that's what it took, which it's like I don't want to feel like I'm pulling teeth to like, I'm a good catch. There's a sense that Virgo feels this way. Like I don't really have to tolerate this, but that's their karma. Their karma is the fact that they thought that they had all the time in the world, that they were going to treat you like play games, that, and now really they lost. They lost a really a soulmate twin flame relationship. That's a once in a lifetime type of relationship that we don't get that in every lifetime. And this person had the opportunity to step up, which would have helped their life evolve, but instead they played games. So I'm going to leave it at that for you, Virgo. Like I should pull another card just to see what happens for you. Again, there's a sense of, again, well, Five of Cups reverse. So coming out of like the sadness, I feel like it was very sad for you. Again, this realization, obviously. And I feel like your person is sad about it because they never expected it. But it's again, no, like here we are, like that judgment and awakening. I feel like there's a sense of you realizing that there's a lot more opportunity out there. There's an awakening within yourself. And that awakening is, you know, this is what this new year, and letting go of what's not working for me, which unfortunately is you, though I thought really that it was going to be you. And that there's a lot of other people out there. So you're coming into a place of balance, Virgo. Now, if you resonated, please let me know. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe, do all that great stuff, and let me know what you thought about the video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.